Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Kwadash. All right. As a matter of fact, let me do that again. All right. All right. So, Kahalo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Kwadash. All right. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth, and where I'm still learning this truth, and also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. All right. We're going to continue in this video. We're going to continue with the breakdown from notes that I've gotten from my teachers. Okay. So we're gonna go through notes. We're gonna look up some things. So this is basically like a study. Okay. So we're gonna grow in this thing together and get some understanding off of this. Okay. So what we're going over is Revelation 13. Okay. So we left off with I think we're already I think this is the third video in. I can't remember. Okay. You'll find out in the title, and so will I. But and we're only on yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, this is the third video. Okay. And we are just now going on to Revelation 13 and verse 2. Okay. So I have the 1611. Just I want to see if what precepts come up, if any. Okay, and then we have the Zondervan's Compact Bible Dictionary and the Good News Translation, the NLT or the New Living Translation. I have also the regular King James English Standard and the Apocrypha. Okay, the English Standard, and I also have another piece of technology to go through these things a little bit quicker if need be. Okay, if maybe a scripture comes to mind and I don't know it right away, okay, I can go to this thing and not hold you up. Okay. So Revelation 13 and verse 2. Let's go ahead and go. All right, this is Revelation 13 and verse 2. All right. It reads, "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and a dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority." Okay. So hold on really quick. All right, yeah. So all right, so when it says was like unto a leopard, all right, and this sounds familiar. Maybe we did go over this. Or maybe, you know what? I read this last night. Okay, I went back over it last night. So we'll go over it now because I can't remember. I want to say we stopped right at the beginning of Revelation 13 and 2. So hey, if we did it, we'll do it again. Repetition is key, all right? So when it mentions was like unto a leopard, all right, to get understanding, we have to go to Daniel chapter 7 and verse 6. All right, I will keep the 1611 open to Revelation 13, and then with everything else I'll use to go quicker, I'll use this other phone. All right, so wait for this app to open up. Oh, damn, it opened up pretty quick. All right, so Daniel 7 and verse 6. All right, so Daniel the 7th chapter, all right, gives a blueprint to major empires that would rule the earth and be responsible for scattering Israelites. All right, and they would rule until the kingdom of heaven came. Okay, So this is how we know that we are at the end. Okay, we did a series on this channel called Time According to the Holy Scriptures. Okay, that is the time that we need to be paying attention to. That is the time that we need to be paying attention to. Okay, and the prophecies tell you what time it is. All right, what separates this book from any other book that has some truth and it mostly guesses. Okay, and the truth that it has probably was referred to, more than likely was referred to from the Bible, from the scriptures. All right, but what separates this from these other books is the spirit of prophecy. Okay, the Lord declared all things in the beginning. Okay, or of the end from the beginning. Okay, He declared the end from the beginning. All right. So, again, this is how we know that we are at the end. We are in the fourth beast. Okay, and another little horn would come from that, which is America. All right, so Daniel, um, all right, Daniel chapter 7 and verse 6. It reads, "After this I beheld, and lo, another, like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it." Okay, so another like a leopard, again in Daniel. Okay, this speaks of the Greeks. Okay, who was before the Greeks? All right, it was the Medo-Persians. All right, the Greeks took them down swiftly, which is why it says one likened to a leopard. All right, in Habakkuk, Esau is described as having horses swifter than leopards. So let's go to Habakkuk. Let's see. All right, we're going to start at verse 6. This is Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 6. All right, it says, "For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans," okay, or Babylonians, all right, "that bitter and hasty nation, which shall march through the breadth of the land to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs." Okay. Verse 7, "They are terrible and dreadful. Their judgment and their dignity shall proceed of themselves." All right. Let me read that again in the NLT. Habakkuk 1 and 7 in the NLT. "They are notorious for their cruelty and do whatever they like." All right. So back to the King James, Habakkuk 1 and 8. Their horses also are swifter than the leopards, and are more fierce than evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves, and their horsemen shall come from far. They shall fly as the eagle that hasteth to eat. All right, so this means that their military might would be powerful. All right, which goes back to the blessing given to Esau and even to Cain. Okay. All right, so remember that Cain was the first to develop weaponry. As a matter of fact, the name Cain, let's see, the name Cain okay, the root word for Cain, let's see, this is a Hebrew word. All right,
Strong's H 7013. Cain.
all right, it says outline of biblical usage, spear. All right, his name even denotes weaponry. All right, it says the original sense of. All right, it says a lance. All right, as striking fast, spear. Okay. Also remember that Alexander the Great was also known to wear leopard armor. So let's go get some pictures of Alexander the Great, man. Okay. Mm. I typed in Alexander the Great. Um, all right, hold on. Let's get some pictures really quick. All right. All right. You can see. I hope you can see this. I don't know. All right. It says depiction of Alexander the Great wearing. All right. They say it's a lion. It's a leopard, and you will see in his on his horse. Hold on. Here. See this? Okay, and then down here, people are something else, man. All right, you see all these leopard skins. Okay. All right. So he was known to wear leopard armor. Okay. Now, when it says spread themselves, all right, and also how swift they were. Okay, so keep that in mind. But that's just a sidebar. Okay, Alexander the Great also was known to wear leopard armor. Okay, so when it mentions spread themselves, and did I already leave? Okay, hold on. Get out of here really quick. Hold on. Okay. In Habakkuk 1 and 8, their horses also are swifter than the leopards. Okay. And are far more fierce than evening wolves. And their horsemen shall spread themselves. Okay. So when it says spread themselves, this happened with Rome and America. All right. Both had their military spread throughout the world along with having embassies everywhere. Let's mapping Roman legions. Okay. All right. Mapping Roman legions. Okay. Hold on. Let me get a better picture. Okay. All right. See these? All right. They had it. They had legions all across the known world. As a matter of fact, let me. Roman legions. Okay. And it gave numbers, and then at the bottom of the key of the map, it tells uh which legions there were, but those were Roman legions. Roman legions spread across the map. All right. Now let's look at this. Uh, Man, I'll just read this first, and then I'll show you the map. It says domestically, as of September 2023, 7 states, including California, Washington, Texas, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia, host 60% of all active duty troops. At least 750 military bases are installed in 80 countries around the world. 173,000 troops are deployed in at least 159 countries, and that was from April. All right, just show you this map. Okay, you can pause and look at it. So, spread themselves. So again, this happened with Rome and America. Both had their military spread throughout the world, along with having embassies everywhere. All right, the leopard is tied to the eagle, which in spirit, if you understand the scriptures, all right, these things signify Esau, Edom. All right, so let's read Revelation 13:2 again. It reads, "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him power, and his seat, and great authority." All right, so it is said that civilization started with the Greeks. All right, this is Esau's claim to fame. But Esau, okay, all right, even before the Greeks, there had been empires. So why would they point out the Greeks? All right, there were empires before the Greeks. We talked about the Medo-Persians, okay? All right. So why would they say the Greeks? All right, it's because this empire is the beginning of their claim to fame. All right, the beginning of the beast system as we know it today. Okay, let's go to Daniel 8:5. Right, it reads, "And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes." Okay, the he-goat in Daniel 8:5 is speaking of Alexander the Great. All right, now let's go down to verse 20. All right, the heading reads the ram's identity. It reads, "The ram which thou sawest having 2 horns are the kings of Media and Persia." All right, and above verse 21 it reads, "And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn is between his eyes is the first king." Okay, all right, so now back in Revelation 13:2, I read it again. All right, "And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority." Okay, so the bear, all right, the bear speaks of Russia. Okay, the bear speaks of Russia. Russia will be the main kingdom that comes to destroy America. All right, we named them countries in the BRICS, which was Brazil, Russia, India, China, okay, and South Africa. Now those are just 5. There are more members. All right, they've gathered to themselves their side. Okay, gathering countries together, getting ready for these prophecies to come to life, man, come to pass. Okay. Anyway, so Ezekiel 38 speaks of the Lord putting hooks back into the the jaws of Gog. Okay, all right. So the feet is the end of a thing. All right. Ultimately, Yahweh Shai is going to return and destroy. But before that, all right, prophecy has to play out. All right. So after Jacob's trouble is around the corner, all right, the micro C hip is around the corner, and yes, World War III. World War III is around the corner, man. Okay, but things have to happen in order. All right. So we know that World War III is not going to happen tomorrow because the prophecy of the micro C hip has not came yet. Okay. So Gog and Magog, all right, which Gog is the people, Magog is the people in the land, okay, of Russia, all right, will be used as vessels to lead a pack of nations against America. All right, this can be seen on the news today. All right, they will be used to bring an end to this whore, all right, Babylon the Great. Okay, so again, Revelation 13 and 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. All right, so mouth of a lion. All right, this lion represents Great Britain. All right, this is whom America came out of. And the dragon speaks of the ancient Roman Empire. All right, the Greeks started this system, but this beast system became the power at the time of the Roman Empire, as you can read in Daniel chapter 7. All right, Daniel chapter 7 talks of the leopard. All right, at a time this was known as the Greco-Roman Empire. All right, Rome is where they conquered more and became great in the earth. Okay, let's go to Daniel 7 and verse 7. It reads, after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. And it had 10 horns. All right. Even in those times back then, okay, Rome had vassal states. Okay. Even Rome had vassal states. Today, Rome has even more power. Rome, all right? Because Rome wasn't conquered. It didn't die all the way out. Okay? So we're going to stop there. That was dealing with Revelation 13 and specifically verse 2. Okay, we'll pick back up and hit verse 3. Lord willing, when we do the next video. All right? So with that, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kwadash. All right, double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I'm still learning this truth. And shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. All right, we'll see you in the next video, Lord willing. Shalom.